Hi there, welcome to the Afro Girl Diaries channel. My name is Belinda. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that notification bell so that you get to know when I release new content every other week. This channel is all about academia, career, and lifestyle content. So if you haven't checked out my other video, please do. It talks about the tips for the initial stages of the job application process. So that's submitting your online form and doing the aptitude tests. This video is just a continuation of that, focused on how to stand out during the telephone interview stage or when you're having a Skype interview. So it could be a video interview or a telephone interview. So these are just things that I've learned from my own experience of how you can actually stand out when you're doing these parts of your job application process. So you have finally gotten through, you've submitted your form, you went through successfully, you've passed through those numerous aptitude tests, and you've gotten your invite to a telephone interview. So what are the first things that you should do? Find out the details of that interview. You are within your right to find out what type of interview it is, how long it's expected to be. And when you're confirming what type of interview, you could be told most of the time it tends to be a competency-based interview. So this is where they test your competencies, and most of the time these should align with the company's values. So once they confirm that to you, at least you can prepare. So the first tip is always prepare. It's not just specific to telephone interviews or video interviews, it applies to face-to-face interviews as well. You need to prepare if you want to excel during your interview. So how to prepare? Make sure that you've gone through your CV, go through your cover letter if you submitted one, and go through your application form. Most of the time, the person who's going to, the interviewer, will go through your application before they have the call with you, before they make that call to interview you. They'll go through it. So if you put any responses there on why you've applied for the role, any examples, you gave descriptions of any examples from your experiences that suit maybe where you were told to demonstrate leadership or certain skills, you gave examples from your own experience. Please make sure to have a read through that, because you'll probably get some prompting questions based on that. So don't lie. This is where you'd be caught out if you lied during your when you're submitting your application form. Please don't lie, because you'll probably forget what you lied about and it will come out in your interview. But yeah, prepare, read through any information you've submitted to them, go to the company website, have a read through and just understand. You don't need to know everything that they've done since they were founded in 1970 whatever. No, you don't need to do all that. You just need to go to their website, have a feel of what does this company do. There must have been something that fueled you to apply for this vacancy or this graduate scheme, whatever it is. What is it that actually made you apply to this company? Why do you want to work for this company? Make sure you have a response for that question. Why this role specifically? Especially if the role doesn't automatically align with what you studied. It could be like what I did. I did engineering, but I was applying for consulting. So you need to have a reason why consulting, why you're applying for that role. So it could be things that, oh, this is a global company, it will give me the right exposure. They have maybe good training schemes. So you've seen that on their website, that there's some good reviews from current graduates. So they have good training schemes, and you want to work for a company that values training and developing their employees. It could be their values. So make sure you know the company's values. They always have their mission, their values. This will be on their website. So make sure you have a read through that, because especially if it's a competency-based interview, most of their questions will be based on their values, because they want to recruit people who align with their values. So have a read through that. Most importantly, there's nothing less important than the other. Honestly, all of them are important. Read about the role. Have an idea of what this role would expect you to do. So on a day-to-day, what do you think you'd be doing when you get this role? So if you're successful in your interview, what do you expect to be doing? Have an answer for that. Research, check, normally even just the vacancy description will have all of these. What are the skills they said in that vacancy that they need? because it could be some skills are fundamental and essential, and some skills are just good to have. So make sure, if you can, to check the fundamental skills and see if you have them. Think of ways to demonstrate that you have them. Your previous experiences don't have to be exactly the same as the job you're applying for, but see what is it that's transferable that you can demonstrate these skills based on. So basically, just have a think of how your own profile or CV aligns with what they need, the company's values. You know, just seem like you know, and you didn't just, this interview didn't just fall on your lap and you just, you know, wondering what happened. You just woke up and attended the interview. No, prepare. It really, really helps you stand out. Second thing, now on the D-Day, once you've prepared, all you can do is honestly prepare. You can even practice, maybe get your friend there to sit down and listen to you responding. But honestly, if you prepare, you should be fine and you just relax. But now on the D-Day, what to do on the D-Day? Irrespective of whether you're having a telephone interview or a video interview, please shower, dress up as if you're going for a face-to-face. I'm serious. Please dress up. It makes a difference. It boosts your confidence and you get into game mode, and that's what you need. So dress up, sit upright. Even if it's a telephone interview, you know they won't see you. Sit upright. Prepare where you're going to do your interview. It needs to clear your desk. You need to get into that mode, that organized mode where you're going game face. You know, you're about to ace this interview. Be in a quiet place. So make sure if you have other people living in the house with you that they know you have your interview at this time, and if they can, they just be outside the room that you'll be in, like just be in the room by yourself if you can. No dogs or cats or things like that. Put your phone on silent, the obvious stuff, but some people still forget. Now when the interview has started, just relax. You have been preparing for this whole time and you'll be fine. It's an interview about you. Who knows you more than yourself? So just relax. Be prepared in case there are any technical difficulties. Don't worry too much about it. It happens. Don't let that ruin this lovely opportunity that you have. Listen, and this goes direct hand in hand with relaxing. Listen to the person. They'll probably introduce themselves, tell you where they're calling from, tell you what the interview will be about, and they'll probably say things like, yeah, there might be some pauses because I'm taking notes, but don't worry about it. Most interviewers usually are very nice. In fact, you can even think that the interview went very well because of how nice they are. On the phone, it's not like face-to-face, so you can clearly tell the body language and know if you messed up or not. So that's something that is usually a limitation of remote interviews. But basically, relax. And then now it gets to the questions. So now you're being asked the questions. You don't have to rush into your answers. Just take time to digest the question. They don't expect you to respond the minute they finished talking. Of course, don't leave awkward pauses. If you think it will take you a bit of time to answer, you can maybe say, hey, just give me 30 seconds. But then ideally, if it's just normal conversation, just leave like 10 seconds to have a think of your answer. Don't just answer immediately and then just say something even yourself you're wondering, oh, why did I say that? Relax, prepare your answer in your head and give your answer. If you prepared well, you'll be fine. Because things like your own experiences, you normally would have thought about them before your interview because you probably gave them during your responses in your application form. So as long as you went through your application form and you have these experiences to hand and you're not lying, you'll be fine. If you know about the STAR method, it's usually the STAR method, the way you can provide your answers. It's not just for written answers, it's also for how you can answer and structure your answer during an interview. So STAR means you start with a situation. So you describe the situation, you describe the task. So situation and task are like the same thing, kind of. And then action. So what did you do? Focus on what you did, not what your team did. What did you do? And what was the result? So hopefully it's usually a successful outcome. But if you structure your responses that way, of course, as natural as you can be, don't be robotic, like literally in your head, say the situation, then task. Just use that to guide how you respond to avoid you blabbering too much, because that happens. If you're panicking, you can start giving stories that have not been asked. But if you stick to that, have that in mind to guide how you're going to respond. Have your responses to hand, like your experiences to hand, so that you can easily select them, which one you want to talk more about. And that's it. That's your interview done, aced. Most interviews usually end with them asking you, do you have any questions? Don't be that person who says, I don't. Have at least one question. Ask that person, hopefully if they are an employee of the organization, they're not an agency. Ask them, what are the best things you love about your job, but also what challenges have you experienced? Or ask them, when should I expect to hear from you? You know, about this, like that I've passed this interview or not. Like when do you expect feedback? You know, you can ask them things like that. Or what are the training opportunities that you have? You just look for a question. Don't say that you don't have any. Okay, so another tip before I forget, if you notice, this tips apply to a normal interview as well. So it's not just telephone and video. But yeah, if it's video, so tips specific for a video interview, because that's definitely different to a telephone interview. You've dressed up. I mentioned that you need to dress up even if it's a telephone interview. So make sure you dress up. Now, when it's Skype, you need to worry about, or a video interview, you need to worry about your background. So as much as possible, just have a white background behind you, just a clear background. Don't face it towards your kitchen, or they can see that the room is disorganized. If you can, just have a blank background behind you. I know nowadays Teams and the others allow you to put a green screen or, you know, put something behind. But if you can, just clear your background, let it look neat your own self, and just relax. Avoid looking at yourself, but look at the camera. Because remember, eye contact is a very important thing in face-to-face interviews. You can't see them face-to-face now. It's more remote now. It's on Skype or whatever. So look at the camera so that the person feels that you're looking at them. Don't look at yourself, because that it tends to put someone off a bit. Also, your passion needs to come out. Your passion is everything. Your personality is everything. Trust me, if they like you, they will probably look over certain limitations that you have. They'll probably train you up, or, you know, certain skills that apparently are fundamental. If they really like you, they'll take you on even without those skills. So let your personality shine through. Don't allow your paranoia, don't allow the fact that you're nervous to overshadow your personality. Be very, very energetic on that phone. Not too energetic, just be energetic the way you would be if you're being yourself. Especially telephone, where they can't see you, they can't see your expressions, they can't see your facial expressions, your gestures. On the phone, please, please, let your personality shine through. Look like you want this job. Look like you're excited to be in this interview. You know, you aren't just pulled out of bed and made to do this interview. Remember, these guys, the whole day they've been listening to interviews. They hear these robotic answers all the time about how you're the best in your school or whatever. Just show some passion. Let them remember you. And you got this. That's all for today. I won't overwhelm you with too much. The next set of videos will be top tips on how you can stand out during your assessment center. So let me know any specific questions or suggestions that you have when I'm covering those videos. And I'll see you on the next one. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my Beauty, Brains and African Sauce shirt. I recently launched my own merch, so definitely check the link in the description box and support. You can get sweatshirts, hoodies, tops, v-neck, high neck, you know, you'll see we have variety for you. We can't lack something for you, and it's all at 5% off, so definitely head over to that link and support your girl. See you next time. Bye.